Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning from Brampton, Ontario. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Clearwater Ice Cats. Game's just about to get started. You'll notice today a little bit different streaming. Unfortunately, YouTube has cut streaming from the cell phone. So trying from the laptop, but the screen is reversed, so the home and visitors wording looks backwards. I'm not sure why. But I'll try to call it out the best I can. And this is the first puck drop. 10 minutes in each period, stop time. Puck is dropped. Hemmel chips it up to Littleton, and Clearwater intercepts. Chip up the board from Sherman, and nice work by Hemmel to get it out of the zone. And she gets out of the zone again and chased by Clearwater into the Clearwater zone. Chip up the board by Clearwater, and Clearwater advances down the ice. And shot on net, but it goes wide, and Clearwater goes behind the net. Some nice work by Carnes. Carnes has the puck. Carnes stick handling nicely around the boards, chips it up the boards. Shot on net, but goes wide. Sittler deflects it wide. Goes up to Swisham now. Swisham breakaway down the ice, and it gets deflected around the boards. Clearwater up the boards, gets picked up by Howe. Howe chips it up the boards, tries to go for the delayed offside, and Clearwater picks it up, advances the other way. And the puck goes wide. Some nice defending by Pagnato. Clearwater shoots it into the corners, chased by Swisham, and goes around to Dobson. And Clearwater keeps it in the zone, but final chip out by Pagnato. Clearwater dumps it, clears the zone because it's delayed offside in Canada, and some nice stick handling up the ice by Pagnato. Chip back in, and Howe chases it. Howe behind the net. Howe chips it up the boards. Nice chip up the boards to Lundry. Lundry headbands it to, trip. But no call from the penalty. Picked up by Pagnato. Pagnato, wrap around the net. Shot on goal. Beautiful goal. Sorry, that was not Pagnato. That was Grasser. Very nice play. And the Penguins open the score at 7:30 in the first period, 1-0. Lundry facing off with picked up by Grasser, goes back to the Hemmel. Hemmel sends up the boards. Some nice work along the boards. And Clearwater chips it out, and the icing is waved off there because one of our players touched it. Zacharak chases it in. Zacharak chips it up the board to Grasser. Grasser chips it again, and another advance by the Penguins. Chased by Littleton. Littleton gets checked, and Clearwater takes it the other way. And Clearwater chipped from the boards and into the back of the net. It is a tie game. 6:35 left in the first. Clearwater answering the first goal scored on them. Littleton gets it back to Sittler, and Sittler chips it in. Sittler back up to Littleton, And Sherman tries to get to the front of the net to Tharp, but goes to the other side. Puck goes back to the point to Carnes. Carnes chips it in. Picked up by Clearwater. Clearwater headbands it and covered by the goalie. And in net this morning, we have Jamalowski starting. And the face-off just to the side of Jamalowski. Sweden blocks a shot. Another shot blocked by Jamalowski. Goes to Dobson. Dobson up to Pagnato. And Clearwater gets another shot. It goes wide. Chased by Howe. Howe wins the puck. Starts taking up the ice. And stick handling it up the ice. And she skates it into the corner. Tries to look for her players. And goes back around. Now chased by Swisham. And Clearwater hands it into the zone. Howe behind the net. Chips it up the board to Dobson. Dobson now chasing it up the ice. Dobson chips it up. And puck. Clearwater sends it to behind the net again. Picked up by Howe. Howe to Pagnato. Pagnato up the boards to Dobson. Dobson looking for Swisham. And Swisham takes it out of the zone. And she's skating up with Wakakis. Swisham, Wakakis in on Clearwater. Sends it to the front of the net. And Clearwater intercepts it and gets it in. Wakakis skates back to the point. Chips it in. But Clearwater finally gets the puck out. Nice skate back by Pagnato. And gets the puck going the other way. Dobson chips it back. Gets it to Lundry. Lundry chasing in on the Clearwater team. Goes to Hemmel. Hemmel gets it out of the zone. And Clearwater chips it back in. Chased by Hemmel. Hemmel and Zacharak on defense. Hemmel coming up the ice. And Hemmel chips it in. No icing on that play. And Grasser out to the front. And shot on goalie. And the Clearwater goalie makes a save. And the face-off will be just to the outside of the goalie. Face-off goes back to Tharp. Tharp tried to get over to the middle. Tharp battling the two Clearwater players. Intercepted by, sends it to the front, but intercepted by the Clearwater player. And Clearwater player dumps it in the zone. Carnes chases it behind the net. Behind the Penguins net. Carnes up the boards to Sherman. Sherman gets it out of the zone. Chased by Littleton. And we have a 2-on-0. Nice work by Littleton. And shot goes wide. Big save by the Clearwater goalie. Goes to the outside. And Sherman has it in her feet. Some nice work by Sherman. And Clearwater does get it out. Goes back to Carnes. Carnes up the boards. And okay. Nice. Carnes sends it back in. And Clearwater dumps it down the ice. And that will be called an icing. And the puck will be back. Oh, no, it was waved off. Sherman trying to get it out. Finally, nice chip out by Littleton. And Tharp chasing it. Clearwater sends it back up the ice. And now Howe comes in. Dobson taking up the ice. Dobson headmans it to Swisham, but Clearwater gets the puck and chips it up the boards. Picked up by Pagnato. Pagnato dumps it back in. So we got Pagnetto and Howe on defense. And up forward, we got Dobson, Swisham, and Wakakis. Dobson and Swisham battling for it in the corner, trying to get it out front to the net and she does, to Wakakis. Swisham out front net, and Clearwater takes it down. Chased by Pagnetto. Pagnetto around the boards. Does a nice switch play there. Sends it up to Dobson. Gets picked up by Clearwater, but Pagnetto's able to take it up the ice. Now Dobson to the front of the net, and Swisham tries to shoot. Puck still loose in front, and backhand by Dobson goes just past the post, but wide open corner there. So nice play by Dobson. Nice eye. And Clearwater rolls over Pagnetto and gets a shot blocked by Howe, goes to the side, and Lundry starts taking up the ice. Now Lundry with Grasser. Grasser shoots, goes wide of the net. Lundry chases behind the net. Clearwater wins, sends it around the boards, but towards Hemmel. Hemmel picks it up. Hemmel skating to the outside there. Hemmel to the front, and puck goes wide. Pite up the ice towards Lundry, and they start chasing it in. And puck goes to the far end. No icing called on that, but that's picked up by and that marks the end of the first period. So so we ended that period 1-1. Pretty exciting period, and we will see what happens in the next two periods. So just a quick update on the streaming situation. So YouTube has blocked streaming from cell phones. So they haven't blocked it from laptops yet. So I'm streaming from the laptop, and I've investigated a new solution which I should have ready for next year. But that will be a solution called Sling Studio. So you should, if everything goes right, we're going to have a multi-camera solution starting in September. So look forward to that. But for this tournament, I'm going to just try to do my best using this laptop. Face off by Littleton. We got on defense. Face off goes into the Clearwater zone. Picked up by Sittler. Sittler to Sherman. Sherman battling for it. Nice work by Tharp. Tharp dumps it into the Clearwater zone, but Clearwater player puts it back in the neutral zone. Littleton gets the puck, starts advancing up the other way, has Sherman to support, and also Tharp. And, nice shot by Littleton on the open side of the net, but puck goes wide. Tharp battling for it. Some help from Sittler. Sittler goes back out to Carnes. Carnes sends it towards Sherman. Sherman chasing into the zone. Clearwater does dump it out of into the neutral zone. Picked a nice back check by Littleton. She comes back and sends it back in. Goes for a change. Clearwater advancing down, but Carnes dumps it back up to Swisham. Swisham now with Dobson and Wakakis. Swisham at the corner sends it over to Wakakis. Wakakis shoots, but deflected wide by the Clearwater player. Dobson goes to the front of the net, now chased by Swisham. Swisham, tries to get it over to Dobson, but Howe on point. Howe sends it back in to Swisham. And some nice battling here, and picked up by Wakakis. Goes back to the point to Howe. Howe looking to get a shot, sends it over to Dobson. and Dobson has it in the corner. And there, nice shot from Okakis. Goes on the goalie, and big save by the Clearwater goalie. And the puck will be dropped in the Clearwater zone. Some nice work by Pittsburgh. 8:02 left in the second period, and it is a 1 hockey game. Goes back to the Zaharchuk. Big shot from the point, and goes over to Pites. Pites over to Grasser. Grasser looking to get it over to Lundry or Pites in front. Pites to Grasser. Shot across the front of the goalie. Goes back to Zaharchuk. Clearwater starts advancing down the ice. Emil there to defend it, and Clearwater player finally decides to shoot. Does go wide by Jamalowski. Now skate back the other way by Grasser. Grasser back up the ice. Grasser with support from Lundry. And Grasser, shot on net, goes wide of the net. And now Clearwater has a breakaway on Jamalowski. Nice back check. Stop the advance of the puck. Now chased by Hemmel. Hemmel around the boards. And Hemmel stick handling it up the ice. And tries to send it up to Pites. Pites going for the changeout. Now Pites, no ice, no offside called on that. And now some support from Littleton. Littleton advancing to the net. And over to Grasser. Grasser to Littleton. Littleton tries to shoot, goes wide of the net. Goes to Sherman. Sherman tries to send it over. Gets picked up by the Clearwater player. Clearwater chips it up the boards. And Karn sends it back up. And it goes into behind the Clearwater net. Clearwater sends it around the boards. And Clearwater now advancing up the ice. Defense by Sittler and Carnes blocking, and this effective block gets it up to Littleton. Littleton with Sherman. Littleton, some nice stick handling up the ice. And Littleton gets it over to the front where Tharp was standing, but Clearwater player send it behind the net. Clearwater now advancing up the ice. Clearwater gets it, sends it up to neutral zone, but sent back up the ice by Carnes. Clearwater sends it back in, and Carnes tries to send it out, and does get picked up by Clearwater. Clearwater with a shot goes wide of the net, and chased by Sherman. Sherman looking to get it out of the zone. She does get it out of the zone, and Clearwater now, but that was called offside. As Clearwater taking it in, they had an offside. Puck back to Pignato, and now back up the ice. Now chased in by Howe and Pignato. Pignato picks it up. Pignato around the ice. Howe on front of the net, guarding the front. Pignato got checked by the Clearwater player. Clearwater sends it back to their D. Pignato picks it back up behind the Penguins net. Chased now by Pignato. Pignato sends it back to the D. The D sends it back to Pignato. Bit of back and forth play here. Clearwater dumps it to the front of the net. Their D sends it back in. And now shot out by Pignato. Pignato clears it, allows them to go for a bit of a change. That'll be an icing call. And the puck will be dumped back in the Penguin zone. It is 4:23 left in the second period. It is a 1-1 hockey game. Lundry facing off. Lundry gets it back to Grasser. Grasser has it behind the net. Grasser now taking up the ice. She gets checked into the boards. That'll be a penalty on the Clearwater player. And that will put Penguins at a one-person advantage for 2 minutes. 4:12 left in the second period, 1-1 hockey game. You can see the tripping signal there by the referee. Puck actually, the ref took it down the whole other end, and now we get 5 people out there. So on point, we have Pegnato and Hemmel, and nice pass over to Grasser. Grasser tries to shoot, but great defensive work by the Clearwater player. Clearwater has the puck, tries to advance up the ice and sends it down the ice. Now in Canada, you'll notice icing is allowed when you are shorthanded. In the U.S., it will be whistled down. So now chased behind the net by Hemmel. Hemmel to Lundry. Lundry up the ice, looking to head man it to Littleman. And some nice pressure there by Lundry and Grasser and Littleton. Littleton picks it up, goes back in. And puck now back out. Goes back out to Lundry. Lundry chasing it in. Goes around the boards. Sittler tried to block the advance by the Clearwater player. Clearwater player stick handling it in. Some nice defense work by Pegnato. And the Clearwater player could only get a wide-angled shot. Easy stop by Jamalowski. Goes behind the net. Now back up to Swisham. Swisham on the break here. Nice chip up the boards. She chases it with support from Wakakis. Swisham still has it. Tries Wakakis open. Over to Wakakis. Wakakis shoots. And big stop by the Clearwater goalie. But some nice work by Swisham getting it in and over to Wakakis standing alone in front of the net. So Clearwater sends it back down. But now we have another advance by Carnes. Carnes chips it out of the zone. Picked up by Sittler. Sittler looking to send it up the ice to Tharp. And Sittler up the ice. Front of the net. Nice front of the net by Wakakis. And Carnes keeps it in and towards Dobson. Dobson sends it toward the front of the net. Picked up by the Clearwater player. Clearwater trying to advance out of the zone and send it down the other end of the zone. Now picked up by Carnes. Carnes, some nice back checking by Dobson. Shot does go on the net, but deflected by Howe's feet into the corner. Howe defending the front of the net and chipped up by Carnes, and now we're in the neutral zone. Clearwater sends it in, and that is an offside call. And that'll be just outside the Penguin zone. Well, actually, the referees are going to take that all the way down as an intentional offside. So, so this will be faced off in the Clearwater zone. We got Pegnato and Sittler on D, and up front we have Lundry. Lundry over to Grasser. Grasser tries to get over to Pites. Lundry picks up, shoots it in. Now picked up by Pites. Pites has it behind the net. Gets it out front to Grasser. Clearwater sends it wide. Clearwater advancing on our 2D. Advancing on Hemmel. Hemmel looking to check. Nice stick play by Hemmel. Shoots, gets it wide. Picked up now by Grasser. Grasser on the advance up the ice. Grasser supported by Lundry. Oh, looked like a big collision there at the blue line, and that was an offside call. So puck will be dropped just outside the Clearwater zone. Okay, we got Swisham facing off with Wakakis and Dobson on wing. Swisham wins the faceoff, gets it over to Dobson. Does go back to Pegnato. Pegnato sends it up the boards to Wakakis. Wakakis working in at the boards there and battling the 3 Clearwater players. Wakakis does get it up into the Clearwater end. Clearwater takes behind the net, chased by Swisham though. Swisham chasing after it, and Clearwater gets it out of the zone. Now picked up by Pegnato. Pegnato has it behind the Penguin zone. Pegnato looking for somebody to pass to. She stick handles it up the ice and is followed by Wakakis. Wakakis picks up, and that is the end of the second period. We are now going into the third. That was a scoreless second. So 1-1 going into the third. It's going to be a 12-minute period. So it looks like they do 2 10s and 1 12. So very close game. Some really nice chances there by the Penguins and some really nice shots on net. So good passing plays. Again, you'll see the home and visitors spelled backwards. I'm having trouble with my webcam, so somehow I've got it reversed, but not sure why. I'll hopefully get that figured out for the next game. Okay, so we have Littleton, Tharp, and Sherman as the forward line. Littleton facing off, and on D we have Sittler and Carnes. Littleton wins off the faceoff. Littleton on the break. Littleton taking it down the ice. Littleton with a shot goes above the goalie. Very nice energy at the start of the third. Clearwater taking it back up the ice. Clearwater sends it back to Carnes. Carnes over to Sittler. Sittler dumps it in. Clearwater sends it back out. Goes back to Carnes. Goes back to Sittler. And Clearwater taking it in. Shot on net. Nice save by Jamalowski. Goes wide of the net. Clearwater tries to shoot again. Goes wide. Carnes battling for it. Tharp goes in. Tharp stick handling it up the ice. Looking for Sherman. And going with Littleton. Tharp, some nice stick handling. Getting by the Clearwater players. Chased in by... the players. Clearwater tries to get it out, but Carnes pinches in and keeps the puck in. Littleton helps out Carnes and sends it behind the Clearwater zone. Tharp chasing after it. Clearwater sends it around the boards, and now nice work by Penguins on keeping it in, but Clearwater finally gets it out to neutral zone. Puck is in the Penguin zone, and Grasser trying to get it out there, but Clearwater keeps it in. And nice save by Jamalowski. Clearwater defense kept it in, but shot on the goalie, and she stopped it in her pad. So good stop. Face off by Lundry. Lundry tries to get over to Pegnato. And the ref called that down. Lundry, she asking for a trade from Lundry to Pites. Pites goes in for the face-off. Pites skips it over to Lundry. Lundry, breakaway up the ice. Lundry on a break. Lundry with some help from Grasser does a switchback and goes back to the point. Pegnato shoots, gets it down to the front. Chased by Pites. Some nice action here. Pite sends it to the front of the net. Lundry, backhand on the net, stopped by the goalie's left pad. Goes back to point. Howe trying to keep it in there. They do get it by Howe, and now chased by Pegnato as it goes down the other end of the ice, but they're going to call that as an icing call, and the puck will be dropped in the Clearwater zone, and we will get a full. We will change the forward, keep the D, so we got Pegnato and Howe on point. Swisham facing off with Dobson and Wakakis. Dobson has the puck and chased by Wakakis behind the net. Wakakis looking to get over to Swisham. Swisham picks it up in the top of the circle and sends it over to Dobson. Intercepted by, and that is an icing call. An offside call. Puck just barely went out, but that was enough for an offside. So we change the D now. We now have Hemmel and Zacharchak out there. And Wakakis picks it up. Wakakis looking to head manage to Swisham. Swisham has it. Swisham taking the puck in over to Dobson, and Clearwater deflects it. Dobson goes back, turns around, goes back, picks it up, and now chased in by Swisham. Clearwater trying to dump it out. They had a few players pinching, and but nice defending by the Penguins. Wakakis goes in there battling against the two players, trying to get it up to Dobson. Picked up now by Zacharchak. And to Zacharchak, nice pass to Dobson. And Clearwater wrestles it off. Clearwater shoots, goes wide of the net. And another shot on net. Some nice saves by Jamalowski. Now picked up by Zacharchak. Zacharchak trying to get it up to Swisham. And Zacharchak advancing now. Zacharchak over to Swisham. Nice pass over to Swisham. And that will be an offside call. You may notice that was a delayed offside. So in Canada, Canada supports delayed offsides, whereas in the USA hockey rules, that would have been called. So you'll notice that bit of difference today. Littleton goes up. Clearwater sends it out, but nice play by Carnes. It is 8:01 left in the third period. 1-1 hockey game. Carnes up the boards to Tharp. Back to Carnes. And now some battling in the Pittsburgh corner. Tharp wins the play. Tharp has Littleton and Sherman on support. Tharp going up the ice. Tharp over to the front. Shot on net by Sherman. Big right pad save by the Clearwater goalie. Biggest save of the game. Clearwater advances the other way, and the puck is now behind the net. Picked up by Tharp. Tharp sends it up the boards and stopped by the Clearwater D. Clearwater sends it into the zone and goes behind the net. Carnes battling for it. Clearwater sends it loosely out in front of the Penguins net. Now Littleton in there to help out. Picked up now by Sherman. Sherman up the ice, and this is going to be waved off because it was touched by the Clearwater player. Allows the Penguins for a nice change. And Clearwater does send it back up the ice, but it is picked up by Grasser. Grasser advancing up the ice, but that will be an offside play. And puck will be dropped out just outside the Clearwater zone. It is 6:29 left in the third period, 1-1 hockey game. Howe and Pegnato on D, Pites, Lundry, and Grasser on forward. Puck is dropped. Clearwater dumps it in, and Jamalowski sends it wide. Picked up by Pegnato. Pegnato around the boards. Pegnato stick handles, shoots it up to Grasser. Grasser up to Lundry, and Clearwater picks it up and tries to shoot it back in. Puck behind the net. Howe picks it up. Howe battling for it. Now picked up by Grasser. Grasser stick handling it up. Sorry, that's Pegnato. Pegnato stick handling it up the ice and sends it to the front of the net. And Pites picks up in the corner. Tries to send it back to Grasser, but picked up by the Clearwater player. Clearwater advancing up the ice, and Pegnato stops the advance. Backhands it back in, and chased in by Grasser. Clearwater again, chased by. Sends it across to their player, intercepted by Howe. Howe sending it up the boards. Howe trying to chip it up the boards and keep the puck in. Gets it to Swisham. Swisham to Grasser. Grasser. Swisham driving to the front of the net, and the puck goes wide. Wakakis picks it up. Shot on net. Wakakis tries to get it back to the front, and Clearwater now stick handling it down the ice. Clearwater sends it into the corner. Big foot race by Howe and Clearwater. Howe with a stick check. Jamalowski poke check. Gets the puck out, and it deflects to the side. Picked up by Hemmel behind the net, and Clearwater tries to send it in, but nice block by Swisham. Swisham, enough stop by Swisham enables Dobson to get the puck, but Clearwater does pick it up and send it back in the net zone. Some battling in the Penguins' corner. Hemmel battling with the Clearwater player. Clearwater sends it loose to the front, but nobody picks it up. Now chased by Hemmel, gets it to the back of the net. Now picked up by Swisham. Swisham advancing up with Dobson. Backhand to Dobson, but stopped by Clearwater. Now Dobson, puck does get back in the Clearwater zone. Chased by Swisham now. Some support on D by Zaharchuk. And some battling in the corner. 3:58 left in the third period. Some battling, no puck movement, and the referee blows that down. And now will be a face-off in the Clearwater zone. 3:54 left in the third period, tied at 1. And puck goes back to the point to Hemmel. Hemmel with a big shot, blocked by the Clearwater player. Hemmel with another shot, blocked by Clearwater. This Clearwater team playing quite defensively and blocking those shots. Clearwater sends it out. Zaharchuk sends it back in, and some support by Littleton, and Tharp shoots, and that is a goal. And at 3:26 in the third period, it is a 2-1 hockey game. Some nice work by the Penguins, some good teamwork. Penguins will get a new line out there. And so we have Swisham and Grasser and Wakakis on the forward line. Swisham wins the draw. Clearwater does pick it up, though, and Zaharchuk tries to send it up the ice. Clearwater has it in the Penguin zone. Clearwater trying to answer that goal scored, but picked up by Swisham, and Swisham advancing down the ice. And Swisham, shot on net, blocked by the Clearwater goalie. Clearwater sends it back up the boards. Carnes on point, ready to stop that puck from going out. Carnes tries to step up on the player to block her, and Carnes, Clearwater now sends it back in. Zaharchuk dumps it up the ice. Goes Clearwater defense, picks it up, sends it back in. Carnes now has it behind the net. Carnes battling with two Clearwater players. Some now support from Wakakis. Wakakis muscling it out of there and gets it up. Does go to their defense. Defense sends it into the corner. Clearwater really trying hard to answer that goal, and now chased by Wakakis. Puck loose in front of the net. Clearwater unable to get a clear shot off. Zaharchak battling with the Clearwater player. A puck goes back to the defense. Defense shoots, and Grasser trying to get it out. Grasser picks up. Grasser now on the advance. Grasser brings it out of the zone in the neutral zone. Look, Swisham coming up to help, and that is caught in the glove. Glove saved by the Clearwater goalie. 1:54 left in the third period. 2-1 hockey game, and Clearwater noticeably putting on the pressure now. That can be seen. We have a new fresh legs out there. Littleton facing off. Littleton battling for it at the center. And Littleton has a puck and tries to get a shot off, get blocked by the Clearwater player. Clearwater dumps up the ice. Kept in by Howe. Howe still keeping it in. Howe chasing after it. And now Tharp. Tharp gets it. And dumped in by Howe. Howe still has it. Howe trying to get the puck, sends it up around the boards behind the Clearwater zone. Clearwater trying to dump it up the boards. 1:22 left, and Howe backhands it back in. Delayed offside, but that will be called. That'll be called offside. You can hear the parents there demanding all the way down. We'll see what the refs say. Refs aren't going to take it all the way down. So 1:14 left in third. Face off by Lundry. Lundry with Swisham on wing and support from Dobson on wing. Dobson sends it in. Zone. Clearwater trying to send it back out the zone. 1:05 left in the period. Nice Swisham. Nice back check. Stops the Clearwater advance. Hemmel chasing after it now. Hemmel has it behind the net. Hemmel fall down. Chased now by shot by Clearwater. Nice pickup by Swisham. Swisham advancing it out, but Clearwater backhands it back in the zone. Sends it back up to Dobson. Dobson trying to clear the zone. Clearwater keeps it in. Clearwater now with the pulled goalie. 27 seconds left, and dumped down the ice by Zaharchak. Zaharchak battling for it. Zaharchak at the blue line. 11 seconds left, and the ref blows the whistle. 9 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see where the ref is going to drop it. The ref is going to drop it just outside the Penguin zone. 9 seconds left. Goalie pulled. This exciting period. So Clearwater sending their defense wide for a big rush. Face off. Nice play by Tharp. Gets it out of the zone. 1 second left. And that marks the end of the period. 2-1 win for the girls. Great work, Penguins girls. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's a good start to the tournament. Great. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll be sending out a link back for the afternoon's game. Thank you, everyone.